Welcome back to Heart to Head with Olivia and Jessica.
Hey guys!
Today we're going to be talking about life coaching, the reason why we made this podcast in the first place.
I love that it's not our first episode, but like a later one in life that we're like, oh, by the way.
Backtrack. So what we wanted to talk about, we got off track and started talking about other things. But no, I mean, the thing I love about life coaching is just that it is all encompassing. That even though, yes, this could have technically been like our first episode, I love the way it's all panned out, because every episode that we've had so far has just been like something that you and I connect with, and it resonates with us so strongly that even if it's not talking about what life coaching is or exactly, like, it's all topics that people go through every day, and that they're not talked about as much, and that things that would be worked on with a coach if you had a life coach. So I think it's all relevant, but that's just from my perspective.
No, and I was just teasing because I think it's interesting.
What? You were teasing me?
I was. I love the progression of our podcast that we have out so far, because I think it also in a way sort of is an audio version of both of our journeys that brought us to life coaching. So I feel like it's almost like the beginning.
Life coaching?
Life coaching, which is a completely different process that requires a handheld mirror. I'm just kidding.
But yes, what Jessica was saying about what brought us to life coaching and what made us want to become life coaches in the first place. So Jessica, what made you want to become a life coach?
I think the coolest aspect that I realized is that it wasn't becoming a life coach, but realizing I was a life coach. For me, it has so much to do with such a personal mission, such a personal journey that I have. And it first started with like certain jobs I've had in corporate America that people would literally seek me out and be like, can I take an hour of your time or 30 minutes of your time just to talk to you? And it actually became a joke at my first job in my first office. They used to call it like the sanctuary, or like the sort of like escapism. Like you could just like sit in a chair and just feel like you could be yourself. And I had soft lighting, like it kind of gave everyone this like persona of like when they came into the room, like just be who you are, say whatever you feel. Then when I started my other job, 20 somethings would come up and say, hey, I have questions for you, or can I talk to you again? And I was like, maybe this is really something that I just have this persona about me of just like, hey, I'm here. And I do, and I love that. Then the pandemic hit, and then my phone was ringing constantly. And I found that I wasn't feeling, even though I was furloughed, even though like the world was ending, I really felt like I was helping. I was doing a part. I was able to make people feel like they can do it. They can feel better. Also, I was going through my own journey of self-worth and authenticness and being myself. And I think I had the moment of like clarity where I just went, I think I want to be a life coach. And I remember it felt borderline spiritual, of like in a divine intervention, of feeling like, holy shit, I think I found my purpose in life. I think I found what I want to do. And I called all of my closest like family, friends, and like kind of outed myself. I was like, I'm going to be a life coach. And like, it came out of nowhere. I had no freaking idea what it was. So it was just sort of this idea. And I Googled it. I Googled it and I read some things that I hated, which, we'll talk about later about the stigmas. And then I found Coach U, which is the program that Olivia and I are in. And everything from start to finish, I'm a big believer in the universe. I've talked about it multiple times. Everything worked out. It was insane. It was like the classes, the everything, the way it was set up, the payment plans that they had, like it was meant to be. And obviously, because I met one of the most influential people in my life, in my time right now, who I happen to be doing a podcast with as well. So if ever I try to think about things and I say, how do I know it's right? How do I know it's meant to be? It's when it feels and it looks easy and it just sort of flows into itself. And I couldn't ask for a better situation, because honestly, I got you.
No. So
I don't have you? Wow.
no, you do. I didn't say you didn't. I was saying, oh,
No.
no, I said, oh, like that's so sweet. Like it gives me all the feels. Yeah, I got you. And I'm like, no.
And that's what you're like, no.
Wow, that would be savage.
So Olivia, what was your journey into life coaching?
I love how yours was actually like life coaching and really clear about that, because mine was consulting, which I thought was coaching because I didn't realize the difference, but mine was people always came to me for advice, whether it was regarding work, whether it was regarding family situations, whether it was regarding relationships. And so I was a person that people always said, hey, I have this situation. What would you do? And I would give advice based off of my experience. And when I was younger, I used to get upset because I would give this advice and it wouldn't be listened, like it would be heard, but it wouldn't be implemented
Olivia,
because
are you trying to say it upset you that people didn't listen to exactly what you were saying?
100%, that is what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. She's like, it pissed me off that I gave people the answers and they
They
not
didn't follow it.
listen. Those bastards.